Welcome back, guys. Picking right up where I left off yesterday. I've spent most of the day today hooking up the radiator in the truck. Really wasn't too terribly hard. I was just taking my time. Had to rig up a little something for that transmission line over there. As you can tell, it's a radiator drain, just like that one there. Well, not just like it, but close. And I hooked up a hose for the transmission line to circulate through the cooler. Just doing what I can with what I got, like usual. Truck's not running hot, thankfully. It's been running for a while now. Radiator is warm. Thermostat does open. Doesn't overheat, overflow, any of that stuff. Or at least I can't tell that it's overheating. I don't have a temperature gauge hooked up yet. Anyhow, I am getting ready to make the first little couple laps around the yard with the truck. I haven't driven it more than a couple feet yet. I did just sweep and vacuum the thing out though, so it wouldn't be quite so much of a rat's nest on its first drive. Anyhow, that's enough talking. Let's start this thing up and get to business. Well, we can stop, but it's stopping like crap. Not steering too easy either. Let me put this camera down and try to drive it a little better. Well, I was expecting it to go at least a little bit better than that, but hey, it runs, drives, and stops, even though it's low on trans fluid. Ugh. Probably needs about another quart and a half, something like that. In case you couldn't tell what was going on, it kept slipping out of gear. Anyhow, that's still pretty much a win, even though I was hoping to be able to do some donuts or something. Either way, maybe I'll get it fixed before today's episode's over. We'll see. Alrighty guys, now it's the next day, and I'm back at it again. Went down to Wart Mall and bought the last quart of Type F that they had. Hopefully this is good enough. I think I'm going to need both hands for this. It's not even touching the dipstick, so I'm sure I'm not going to overflow it. Overfill, not overflow. Alrighty, gonna let that drain for a while, come back and check it. Hopefully it'll be touching the dipstick now. Well guys, I bought all the fluid they had. Well guys, I bought all the Type F they had at Warp Mall, and it still wasn't enough to fill up this thirsty old beast. The trans fluid level is just barely touching the dipstick, but the thing finally stopped popping out of gear when I drive it around. I took the thing down the road briefly. I'm really sorry I didn't get a video of that, but I was just checking to make sure that it had all 3 gears. Since I've last had the camera on, I've replaced a few plug wires and cleaned up all the spark plugs and taken the distributor cap off and cleaned up all the contact points in there on the rotor and on the cap itself. Thing is running a lot better. It doesn't sound near as crappy. It doesn't have all that stuff going on, but it still doesn't sound great. Anyhow, I'm gonna start it up for you guys, show you what I'm talking about, and probably take it for a lap or 2 around the yard. This thing has a really good turning radius for an old truck. That's what I mean. Now it finally decided to idle better.